So we're testing them in complete extension, and then we're going to test them in 30 degrees of flexion, okay? So in full extension, all I'm doing is I'm applying a valgus force. So I'm basically putting my hand right along the joint line, okay? And just like I was punching and stabbing with my fingers for the ACL, I'm kind of doing the same thing for the MCL. So I'm pulling back with this hand, and I'm pushing forward with that end, applying a valgus force at the knee and trying to stress the MCL. Which knee have you had the injury on before? This one?
Mm-hmm.
So if it wasn't reconstructed, there's probably not a lot of laxity. Even if it was reconstructed, there probably might not. It's possible that there's not much laxity. But again, so he's solid, no movement, firm end feel, no laxity. So that's a negative test. Okay. Again, checking bilaterally to see, because some people will have some laxity. Check bilaterally to see if it's the same bilaterally. If it is, then it's a negative test. So you may have some laxity, but if it's the same on the other side, then it's a negative test.
Josh, let me ask you a question. Like when you play in sports, you can know if you have an MCL injury, but you don't know if you have an ACL. Like why would you not know the difference? I mean, why would you not know if you have an ACL injury, but you automatically know you have an MCL? Like you can feel the pain like instant.
I mean, it's the ACL so deep in the knee that it's just gonna feel like a pain in the knee. It's not like a specific area that's gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna feel like pain deep in the knee.
Yeah, cause like I heard my MCL, I felt it tore, and my friend heard his ACL, but he said he played and like he didn't notice like the next week.
Yeah, and some people will hear their ACL pop, some people won't.
Right away.
Yep. So some people will hear it right away. So your friend might be an exception. A lot of people will hear it go right away.
So what is the
checking,
MCL and the LCL? What is that called? What is the test called?
This is valgus. This is
Oh,
valgus at 0
okay.
degrees. Valgus stress test at 0 degrees. And that's checking the MCL. And then you also check it at 30 degrees of flexion, okay? With this one, you have to be careful not to rotate the leg when you're doing it, so we don't want to do it like this. See how his femur's rotating? We want to try and keep that straight. Just relax your leg, okay? And we're just stressing it. So we're just opening up that knee joint, okay? So there's no rotation there, that's all. And there'll be a little laxity. Again, you always compare bilaterally. But it's the same thing. Valgus stress at 0, valgus stress at 30. Okay, looking for laxity and firm end feel.
You keep the femur still?
Yep, you want to try and keep the femur as still as possible, just moving the shank.
Okay.
Okay?
And that's the valgus and
That's valgus at 0 and 30. So that's checking the MCL. So to check the LCL, you do the opposite, okay? So you're here, and now I'm checking out, okay? So 0 degrees extension, applying a varus force. Varus stress test, 0 degrees and 30 degrees. Again, trying to keep that femur as still as possible. Okay?
varus is lateral. Okay.
Yep. Varus. So valgus is a lateral force. There's an L in it for lateral. Okay? Does that make sense? Valgus is coming from a lateral side. Varus is coming from a medial side.
So
Okay?
it's like, okay.
So we're applying, this is a valgus stress test because we're applying a lateral force.
Yeah.
This is a varus stress test because we're applying a medial force.
Okay.
So lateral, valgus, the only one with an L. All right?
Sounds
I
good.
got that.
So there's two ACL tests, one PCL test, and then two MCL, two LCL. 0 and 30 degrees. Let's go practice them.